Welcome, welcome, welcome again. Thank you, all our followers. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining again. It's a pleasure to see you once again. We are here again. Once again, we are here again. We are here again. We are here again. Thank you so much. Oh, we're a little bit late today. We're a little bit late for a couple of minutes. We are so sorry for that. Please tell your loved one we are back again. Tell your loved one we are back again. Tell your loved one we are back again. We are so sorry for being a little bit late for today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. For those of you that you don't know about Save the Woman, please don't forget to go to our YouTube channel to learn more about the previous episode we have talked about. We've been to Darlington, we've been to Rochdale, we've been to Bournemouth, and we've been to a lot of cities in the United Kingdom, and we did Cardiff last episode. For today, we're on South Tyneside. So, without wasting much of your time, please tell your loved one, tell your neighbor, we are back again. Those of you that you are saying a lie, you know they happen. Did they happen? Oh, so sorry. Oh, people, so sorry. We are late a little bit for a couple of minutes. We apologize for those delays. So without wasting much of your time, we've got our guest for today from South Tyneside. She's going to tell us a little bit about the area for those of you that you don't know where it is. Head of HR, over to you.
Good evening, everybody. Which I just want to thank you all for joining this program today. We really appreciate your time. We appreciate everything that you do, and we appreciate our clients as well. They are coming back to testify. We thank every one of you, and we appreciate your time. We love you. Let's work together so that we can reduce all these things. They are actually a true life stories, and this is a place where you can learn how to prevent. You can learn some things, even if it's not for you, but for your families, for people around you as well. And please do stay around later. If you have any questions, we are here to answer some few questions as well. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Over to you, Doctor.
Hello, everyone. Okay, just as Dr. Ola said earlier, I'm just going to tell you about South Tyneside a little. Okay, so South Tyneside is a small city near the coast. It's very close to the North Sea. It's just at the edge of the sea. You have our population is mostly elderly people. When I came, it was really just white people here, and very few other people. As time went on, more people came in. I did notice we had a Nigerian Navy posting happening here. So some of the Nigerian Navy people usually out see one or two once in a while, and they go back, so you don't see them again. It's a very quiet place. And I remember that when I came, everything I needed to buy, I had to go to Newcastle or Sunderland to get them. I think it's getting better now. Hello, can I go on?
Yes, Hello? Tell us, go on about experience.
Okay, so my experience here was quite early. Like it came in almost immediately I came in here. I got a job from Nigeria to be a doctor in critical care here. And so when my colleagues will talk about patients, telling them this, I didn't know all those experiences because, most of my patients were not talking, they were unconscious. So I didn't have the experience of maybe, oh, this patient said this. I never really did have it. And, the ICU was also small. People don't do locum in ICU. So your staffs are your staff. So they were really nice to me. So I didn't get the concept. And me, I was also like, those things don't happen. So my kids came later on, and that's when it started. My older son was in a school, and he was playing. Apparently was running and pushed another child down by mistake. And he apologized from what they said. The boy was not happy about it, and they started a fight. Got to the principal's office, and the principal is like, okay, what happened? And scolded each one for what they did, and apparently put the other boy on detention and freed my son. So you can imagine how shocked the principal was when my son started crying. Why are you crying? He says, if my mommy hears that I fought in school, she's going to beat me. And that's where my ordeal started. So because the child has expressed safety concerns about going home, it's the school's prerogative to call the social services. And then they call the social service lady. She gets there. I have 3 kids, so I have twins in another school entirely. So she gets there and she asks my son some questions. Apparently, until today, she's the only person that heard that. She says my son told her that I'll hit him on his nose and he will bleed from his nose. My son usually has epistaxis. You know, when children just bleed spontaneously from their nose. So what my son said, he was asked that, has he bled from his face before? He said, yes, I bleed from my nose. So you see, and as God we have it, the woman called the police immediately. That not only that is this child at risk, his mom beats him to the extent that he bleeds. So she involved the police. And for safety features, she sent the police to the second school. That's the other children's school, to stop my husband from picking them, because they were, in her own mind, they were in danger. So my husband gets to the school and tries to pick the kids, and he's not allowed to pick them. And so they said, they went on to say that my husband should sign a form. They won't release the children until my husband signs a form that he will protect them against me because I'm violent to vulnerable people. That's a huge statement, because if you say that I only work with vulnerable people. Anyways, she kept my son the whole day till 8 p.m. and finally released him. At this time, I didn't even know what was happening. I was at work, only to find out this has happened. I did get a phone call in the evening, but the person on the other line was not talking. In retrospect, I realized that she was the one who called me, was checking if my husband was giving her the right number. So the next day, she calls again. Honestly, when my husband told me what happened, I'm like, I didn't even take it seriously. I will not lie to you. Because in my head, I said, I was not there. What's my business? I didn't touch the child, in my head. So I would advise that please don't take anything for granted. I did. I was like, I wasn't there. I didn't touch the child. And one more thing I did when they came to the country, I gave them a note to write, to get points. If they do something right, they get a point. If they do something wrong, I take out points. Those points, we use it in shopping when we go to shop during the weekend. So I really did not beat them when they came here at all. These are the questions they asked them. And apparently the 3 children were saying exactly the same thing. The police said they didn't get any history of my child saying that I beat him and I beat him and he was bleeding. They said, and my child was even crying that he didn't say that. So that even worsened everything. So the woman warned my husband that we're not allowed to ask my child what happened. We're not allowed to say anything to him. Boy has never been in that kind of situation before. In the morning, before he went to school, he came to the room and he was crying. He said that, Mommy, she said you're going to go to jail. The woman said horrible things to my child. I told him not to worry, you should go to school. The woman then calls me back. She says, hello? That she needs me to report myself to my trust. I asked her, has it gotten to that? She said, yes, if I don't report first. She's just helping me. If I don't report first, they will report. What did I do? I wasn't there. He said, no, even if I wasn't there, the child has expressed fear. And she said the child was beaten in Nigeria. I said, but there's no law against that in Nigeria. She said, well, she's just telling me. And they were going to have a strategic meeting about me and all that. I was scared. I was crying. Luckily for me, when I got the news, I had a colleague beside me. He said, are you with the Northeast Doctors Group? I said, no. It's okay. Let me give you this person's number. He's the head of the Northeast Doctors Group. He's going to help you. So I called the man. He says, oh, no. You've not heard of Save the Woman. Let me give you Ola's number. Ola was my saving grace. My saving grace. I called Ola and I was crying. I can remember that day. I was crying. What is it? I explained everything to him. He said, well, I don't think you should cry first. I think we're happy that this has not gone very far. When did all this happen? I said, it started from Thursday. I was calling him on a Tuesday or Thursday. I was kind of like a week after. He says, okay, stop crying. The first thing we have to do is that we have to find out the woman's name, her job. Don't go explaining things. Answer what you are asked. Have you heard me? I need you to answer the questions you're asked. He said, well, again, you need to go through do the course, the Afrocentric parenting. That is very, very important. Please, if you are listening to me, try and do it. Even if you are a professor from where you're coming from, please, I'm willing to try. Please just do this course. Please. You know why? Funny enough, we come here because children. No, this course has helped me the way I deal with my colleagues, the way I deal with anybody that is from here. It is very helpful. It will help you not to fight, but to handle situations with sense. Because that's what they do. It will help you to ask the right questions when you are being bullied. So Ola taught me that morning. He says, when this woman calls you next time, could you just ask her questions? Don't go there. She's supposed to explain to you why she's holding you. So ask her questions. I'm confused. Like, okay, ask her anything that comes to your mind. Don't be the one explaining throughout. Ask her. Understand why she's talking to you. Sometimes they don't even know what they are doing. So ask. And the more you ask her questions, the more intelligent you are, the more she takes care when she's stepping. Because she has to explain these things. I said, okay. He said, have you called the school? I said, no. He said, but God, this is your child's school. Is he not still going there? I said, yes. He said, I need you to do something. Call the school and ask what happened. He said, well, they will tell you, oh, it's child concern. They will not tell you. So he said, ask them, can you tell me what happened before we got to that point? See, these steps were so important. It helped so much. Because when I called the school, they say, oh, no. Your child is not a troublemaker. He has never been. We love him. That child has always had problems in school. And everything is recorded. These are very important things I learned. And then this woman called me and says, oh, they had a meeting. Apparently, the police has agreed that, oh, there's not these children. There's nothing. I think they're not at risk, but we needed support and education, and that nothing. You would think the case should end there. The woman called me again. He said, and that's what they said, this. And I said, okay, so it's all over now, Abi. He said, no, that I need to go and report myself to my trust. What did I do? He said, because I work with vulnerable people, so I need to tell my trust what I did. And I asked, okay, please, can you tell me, what did I do? He said, and your child, tell me what, because I need to tell them what you told me to tell them. So tell me what I should say, please. You cannot explain. I said, okay, so I started doing what Ola said. Who is coming to my trust? When are they coming? What is the name of your boss? Where do you people stay? What are your calling times? What time should I call you? Now this one is tired. She says, okay, we can't talk on the phone. I'll come to your house. Fine. Meanwhile, Ola has already written letters to them and told them, you shouldn't be talking to my clients. I called Ola immediately and said, this is what happened. He said, very good. Now we can tell whether she's working with her bosses, she's working on her own, because this is 2 weeks afterwards, supposed to have gotten information from her bosses, I said, okay. She comes to the house. Ola advises me, please, don't talk to this woman at the door. Because if she feels threatened, she'll say you were aggressive. Take it easy. Welcome her in and make sure you settle her down. Ask her if she wants tea. Then you can call me. I says, okay. All right, no problem. Meanwhile, I had done the Afrocentric parenting. I'd gotten my certificate. So I had a different outlook to everything. The woman calls me and she comes to the house. Exactly what Ola says. At this time, my children are afraid of her. She came into the sitting room. I asked if she would want tea. She says no. Then she wants to start talking. I said, could you please hold on? I have a lawyer now. Oh, I jumped a part. I asked her earlier that, do I need a lawyer? She said, no, it's not even gotten to that. You don't need a lawyer. My love, please nobody should do this on their own. Nobody should do this on their own. Please, don't do it on your own. Don't, no matter how good you are, please don't do it on your own. So he said, no, I don't need anybody. It's just a small thing. Small thing, and you want me to talk to my trust, Then she sits down there. Then Ola comes on the phone and asks her, madam, why are you here? Blah, 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 blah. The trust didn't, okay. Ola asks her, didn't you get the letter from us asking you not to contact my client again? She says, no. See, it's been 2 weeks. Don't you go to work? Now she's shrinking. She says that, she's only here for support. No. And Allah asks her, well, from what you explained to my client, this support, is it mandatory or voluntary? She says it's voluntary. Allah says, so my client can say no to this. She said yes, but it will raise eyebrows. Allah says, it will raise, you're threatening her. She said, no, that's not what I mean. I said, okay, could you put down everything that will raise eyebrows? Because now you put something that you say is voluntary and she doesn't even have a choice. You say, but she has to learn. He said she has done the Afrocentric parenting, and nobody can teach an African better than an African. And that is 100%. Because you don't know our culture. Now she can infuse the both of them into everything she has learned in your community. We do not support anybody breaking rules, but we'll teach them better to be able to maneuver all of this. As someone who is just coming in newly, this woman was screaming throughout. Ola says, please, I don't want you to talk to my client anymore. I don't want you to talk to my client anymore. 1 second. I'm on the phone. I don't want to talk to my clients anymore. No. You need to leave the house now and go through me from now onwards. The woman was so nervous. She just started saying different things. She even told Ola, I don't know whether you remember that day. She just told Ola, well, I'm going to Africa next year.
Yes, exactly.
See, I'm going to Africa next year. That's how this mean, strong woman turned to someone really small. And when Ola dropped the phone, she turned to me. She said, how did you get a lawyer so fast? She started changing everything. She said, has anybody come to your office? I will make sure nobody comes to your office. She started putting herself in a good light. I didn't talk to her. I just told her that she was going to play with my means of living and I wasn't going to play with it either. And she left my house that day. I kid you not, I have never seen that woman again. It was Ola that called me and told me they squashed it, there's nothing to it anymore. I don't know I don't know her anymore. And I am very grateful to save the woman. And that's why, even if I have anything to do, it will be a yes anytime I'm asked to do anything here. Till tomorrow, I am very grateful because I've seen my colleagues, I've seen so many people get into really, really unnecessary trouble for no reason, especially in places where you have very few, they are not yet diverse. You're going to have it come on you really hard and really strong. Please don't take it for granted. I'm begging you. Don't take it for granted. Listen to your children. Listen to your listen. It's not like Nigeria. Listen to your children. Even when they are gisting their own personal, please put your ear down. If your child keeps calling somebody's name, ask. Another thing I've learned here, first to report, now get kids. Go to your children's school, please. I know you don't have time. If they're doing something in school, please go. Don't let them know you as the parent that will not come. Please don't try not to make excuses. This land is a country of where they don't enjoy excuses. Please don't try. It's hard. Try. Don't make excuse. Go. Go. Please. Please. Please know that our language is different. Our tones are different. When a white person says, I'm disappointed, what he's saying is you are mad, you are crazy, you are stupid. Just take it like that in your head. Don't take it as he was not really angry. Just say I'm disappointed. No. Please don't take it. When your teachers use concern, please take it as something very strong. Please, if your child is behaving in a different way, first to report, you don't know why, but please go to the school and first talk first. Say, oh, I'm worried about this. He didn't used to do like that. I want you guys to check because at home put it on them first. And writing is very important. So that it's documented that you said sometimes, especially when you have told them and you are not happy that maybe your child is being bullied, please put it in writing. They are always afraid of write-ups because you can't clean it. They do not like write-ups. Especially when you know, oh, this is going on and I'm not finding it funny. Please write it. Write it. When you're angry, please don't shout. Ask questions. If they say, if you know that they're allowing only this set of children, but they're not allowing your children, go there, go and ask. And please, is there a reason why you're not? It has happened to me, and I learned from this same group. Is there a reason why you're not allowing my children to get club? My children were not getting club. Why is my children not getting club in this school? They say, well, we pick it from a basket. I say, well, you have 4 days of 4 clubs and 8 club days. I have 2 children in your school and they've not been able to be picked in this random selection. It means it's not fair. It means that my children can come to this school and finish your school and never get a club. And I believe you understand equity. So ask questions. Keep asking. If a person is being racist or being a bully, they are uncomfortable answering these questions. Don't get angry. Ask the question. Don't walk away and say, I know what he's doing. You don't know what he's doing. Go and ask the question. Ask. It's your right. Let them know that this parent is protective of her child. You own your child, or else. Because I don't know. So in their own mind, you don't care. And don't make it look like you don't agree to it. I've learned a lot from this group, and I'm happy to answer questions or pass it on to someone else. I hope this helps. I've been talking straight off for 15 minutes.
Thank you very much, HR.
Thank you so much, Ma. Wow, I can imagine what would have been going through your heads when all these things happens. But we thank God. We thank God that we could be of help. And thank you so much for taking the opportunity to come back and give a testimony about what the Saved Woman has done. And we do say that we are not a lawyer, but we are an advocate. So thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you coming here. And sorry, during my introduction, my name is Tosin, and I'm the head of HR, and I'm also the internship students for international students when they come to the country as well. So we do have placements. The student work with us, and they see what we do, and then they go out there as well to reflect in their university as well. So if you, in your universities as a student, if you need a placement, you can tell your university to speak to us directly. They'll be speaking to me, and then we'll be able to do the needful and you getting on board. At the moment, we have current students as well with us as well. At the moment, our placement is always for 2 months or 3 months. 12 weeks, our placements. And thank you. So thank you, doctor, because I know that you said that you have something to do at 5:30. So, but you are available for question and answer. And also, if you have any questions, we are here to answer all your questions.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
I'm here.
much.
I'm here.
People on YouTube, please leave your comments. We'll be going to YouTube now to watch and to see your comments, so that if you have any question, please drop your questions, so we'll be able to pass your question across and answer. If you are able to answer everything on this platform today, we will do that. Otherwise, follow us again on the comment section. You'll see the response to your question. And also, if there are previous episodes we've done before, we might have answered some of the questions there. Also, if there are things you are not sure of or how to conduct yourself when it happens, please always ask for help. Always look for your neighbor to support you. We can't do this thing alone. Thank you, those people that are watching. May God continue to bless them. And thank you so much for that prayer. Please share this with your loved one. Don't let anyone miss out of this. You can see the question doctor mentioned there. There are times your children will start telling you their concern from school. On many occasions, they will say, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. Or they will tell you, somebody bullied me, somebody shouted, and somebody screamed at me. In fact, when I raised my hand in this class, the teacher is not calling me to answer questions. They were concerned. And we think it's a minor issue. You've heard from our client today. Don't take them lightly. And always go by record. Go by record, keep emails, so that you'll be able to make reference to this. You'll be able to make reference to this. There are families now that their children have been complaining about being bullied, but they didn't take it serious. Before you know now, just a child that said, Daddy will beat me or Mommy will beat me, it has put the whole family into trouble. And look, UK government is saying they are spending £1 million per year per one child, £83,000 per week, £63,000 per week. Where are this money going to? So we need to start thinking, how do we protect and empower our families? Doctor, I just want to ask a question. Have you heard about children's social care, social worker, how the relationship or the trust is not there? When you think it can never happen to you, has there be a time you ever think it can never happen to you until it happens? Are you still there? Okay, probably she's not here for now. So those of you that you have not subscribed, please don't go before you don't go without subscribing. Don't go without subscribing. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you leave your comments, you leave your questions, so that we'll be able to answer. We are still watching. Why do they involve police in cases that there are no physical abuse but hearsay? Unfortunately, they didn't supposed to involve police at that moment to invite them to your house. They can involve them in what we call strategy meeting, which is a multi-agency. They have all signed that working together agreement. So police, health visitor, school, social worker, these are the people that would do the initial strategy meeting to decide on the referral or disclosure that has been made. And when the social worker they come to your place, or they go to school, they didn't supposed to go with the police. But on many occasions, that's where we see bias treatment, prejudice, discriminatory acts, abuse of power. But you cannot challenge this. The only thing you need to do is to quickly ask for help. Otherwise, they will say you are aggressive in your interaction with them. There are a lot of double standard happening, but you can't challenge this yourself. When the social worker comes to you that this has been made, the child needs to be protected. Once they tell you that, you need to look for family, loved ones who can look after them, because they cannot ignore those concerns shared by those children. If you don't have anyone, that is when they will bring what we call Section 20 for you to sign. And if you don't sign it, that is when they will invite police to use what we call police protection power to remove those children for safety. and it will last 72 hours. Within that time, they might go to court to go and seek for what we call initial care order. But if you have involved advocate and your lawyer on time, that could be managed properly. But when they see that you are just alone, nobody, that you are isolated, sometimes some might take advantage of that. So that's why we said you can't go through this journey alone. And those of you that you have been hearing about the Afrocentric parenting program, we are not telling you this is the ABC you need to do. It is a platform, it is an educational program to enlighten each other, to share experience among each other, and we will be able to tell you what is the current state of law as it's applicable to child protection and safeguarding. In fact, there's this a concern. I don't know whether head of HR wants to talk about this. They might not ask your child any question in school at all. It could be from child's behavior at school, and they gave that child amber or red based on their behavioral policy in school, or they ask that child for timeout or reflection, and that child starts saying that, oh, I don't want my daddy and mommy to hear about this. That is where the conversation will start. Oh, tell me more. If they hear about this, what would they do? How would they feel? Oh, my dad will be so hungry. My mom will be so hungry. Oh, tell me more. How many people live in your house? Who are the adults? What would those adults also do? That's where the conversation. And you know our children are very innocent. Sometimes they will even take advantage of them. Vulnerability. Get them chocolate. Get them nice environments before this conversation will begin. And parents, pay attention to your children, as our client have mentioned. If it is your off day, let your children feel that off period. Not just you be on phone 247, the little time you support. How many times you have to take them out? It doesn't cost much.
Mm-hmm.
Head of HR, you want to say something over there?
No, yes, you're right, sir. I mean, if it's not until the child says, my mom beats me or my dad shouts at me. Sometimes it can just be the physical look of the child. They just look and say, oh, okay. Oh, why are you not smiling today? Or why are you being so sad today? Oh, and then the child said, yeah, I'm not happy. Why? Because my mom shouted at me yesterday. And then they start putting words on the children. Sometimes we do, sometimes it is at what they are doing. We won't condemn what they are doing, because sometimes those children as well, sometimes they are also they are in a danger. Some of the children are in a danger, some of them. But most of the cases that we do have, they are not in a danger. It's just to fill in their audits and say, okay, they've done this and they've done that. And like Mr. Olalikon said, the easiest person to please is a child, and you don't have to have millions to please a child. £2 can go a long way to please a child. £2, £1 can go a long way. Even if you don't have £1, even if it's just a park on a day, just take them to a park. Spend 30 minutes or an hour. It goes a long way. Even just while they're dressing, you can just give them this hug and say, oh, you know what? I love you so much. You're so beautiful. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you know, mommy and daddy loves you. Oh, you know, then the child will feel like, no, this is not just my mommy. This is actually my friend, my best friend, because they hear a lot of things outside. So what can we give to those children? What can we, I know we're doing all our best. Oh, the reason why we came here is for the children. So let us keep that. I know we have things to do. We have to work. We have to provide, but our time as well goes a long way. Even if you're tired, you can all sat together and said, okay, you know what? Tonight we're going to have a sleepover, and all of you sleep in the living room, or all of you sleep in a room together. just a cuddle time of a spare day. Separate one day and say this day is maybe a Friday night or a Tuesday night or a Friday night. It goes a long way. And by the time, oh, thank God, and doctor said she used to give her children charts, like a chart when they go for shopping, they will put stickers and everything. That goes a long way because that shows that yes, they're having a relationship with their parents. So all those things that we just take, oh, please, me, I don't have time for that. Coloring, decorating. Oh, please, 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 please. I don't have time to decorate. I don't have time to color. Or I don't have time to. These children, remember, you are not in Nigeria anymore. You are now in UK. They want to act. They want to behave. They see what their other children, their parents, other children, they see what their mothers are doing for them. And they'll also say, oh, why can't my mom do that for me too? Why can't I do that too? So they start feeling left out, feeling lonely. But like we said, if you want to hear more about it, the parenting skills, the parenting class, you will learn more. We'll talk more about, we have much time to tell you more about it. And you will have a certificate for it. Like what doctor said, it's not only about the child, but about the whole ethnics, about the whole moral, how we can talk, because sometimes they classify we Africans that we are violent, not because that we fight, but probably it might just be because of our tone, the way we talk. They said we shout too much, or they said we talk violently. And it's not that, it's just our culture, it's just the way we talk. So we need to let them know. We need to let the children know sometimes and say, no, I'm not shouting. Because sometimes even my children tells me, Mommy, why are you shouting? No, I'm not shouting. I'm only telling you. I never take that because I'm your mom. I can never say sorry. When you've done something wrong to the children, apologize to them. Let them feel belong. Apologize and say, oh, you know what? I was actually wrong. Yes, admit it. I was actually wrong. I'm really sorry. And give them a hug. Give them a kiss. Give them a peck. Oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, I promise I won't do that again. I am sorry. Let the children be able to come to you and say, Mom, you offended me. Oh, Mom, you've done this and I don't like it. That's his best friend. When the child needs to see you as a mother, let them see you as a mother. When it's time for them to see you as the best, their besties, they call it BFF, their besties, best friends for life. Be at that point in time. Let them be able to talk to you willingly, come to you, because the little time that you don't have, that if they have to go outside and get answer outside, that is it. They won't be listening to you anymore. They'll be going outside to be getting information while they are getting the wrong information because they know maybe mom or dad is not available to answer the questions. No matter how tired you are, even if it's just 10 minutes, tell them. They're also, let them get involved. You know what, children, I'm really tired. Can we just do 10 minutes or can we just do 5 minutes? But I promise tomorrow we're going to have a much time together. So I will just end here because I can go on and on and on and on and on till tomorrow. But because of the time, I will just end here. If there's any questions that you want to ask me or Mr. Olalekan, I'm a mother as well. I've got 3 children. Okay, so I know how it is. I mean, when I came here as well, as an international student. So if you are an international student, I was once an international student, but we'll all work together. Let's all learn together. The parenting skill is not to tell you how to train your children. Nobody goes to parenting school to train children. We are just helping each other. It's just a way of, I call it, know the law of the land. Let us know, let us talk together. Your experience might benefit me, if it's not me, someone else. Let us share together. Let us share opinions together. Thank you very much. Mr. Alalik, over to you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you very much. Thank you. So we wouldn't take much of your time today. If you want us to bring a case study from your local area, put it in comments. Let us know which local authority will take the highest votes today. Which local authority you want us to go for next week, Saturday. Let us know. Put your comments. We are on YouTube now. We are following the comments. It's time to tell us. It is your choice. Let us know which local authority you want us to talk about. Put comment there. Let's see which local authority will take the highest votes today. Let's see which local authority will take highest votes today. And please, this video, let it go viral. Let it go viral. It's a learning tool. Let it go viral. Share with your loved one, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. If you have not subscribed and you are watching, why not take a time to subscribe now? Take a time to subscribe now. 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 We would not want to take much of your time. So we will be watching the comments to see which local authority we'll be talking about. Aberdeen City, okay. Others, please let us know. Aberdeen. Please, before you give us a local authority, try as much as possible to go and watch whether we have talked about your local authority, but we can still bring it back again. I've got some local authority that they want us to do another case study. So we'll bring another case study back again. Nottingham, yes, we've got Nottingham on the list. We've got Nottingham on the list. Very soon we are bringing Nottingham as well. Yes, somebody is raising hand. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I saw in the chat that somebody was asking a question. Do we have to tell our workplace if you have any case with social worker? If you're a healthcare, either a doctor or a nurse or a healthcare or anything that involves health system, you have to tell them before because there is this thing that we call DBS, is a criminal check. So if you don't tell them, it's a criminal offense. You need to let them know first. So it's better and it's advisable to tell if you have any issue with the police or any issue with the authority. It's better for you to let them know, and they will be the one to make the decision whether they want to take it forward or not. Okay, even if you tell them, sometimes they might suspend you until the whole case has ended. It's up to them, but it's better for you to tell them because it is willingly you went to them rather than them calling you and say, we've heard about it. The moment they call you and they said, we've heard about that you have it is a criminal offense, and they can stop you straight away. Rather than suspending you, they can stop you straight away in that, because it's going to stay in your record that you have you have an issue with either police or with anybody. It's going to stay in there. So thank you.
And also, in addition to that, whether you want to tell them or not, please make sure you already got advocates by your side, so that they'll be able to guide you how to tell them and how to go about it. Sometimes your employer, they are different to each other. You can see some supportive employer, and you can see some individuals that are already waiting for something to hang on. So please, seek advice. That's the nutshell. Seek advice. Don't go through this journey alone. No matter how brilliant you are. In the last couple of months, many of people coming to us now are doctors, as SAN. So it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. We've seen a lot of comments here. The area we are having now, we'll be looking through the definitely we are coming there. It's alarming there now. It's alarming in Derby. We are coming there now. And they are not even providing support for those children we are talking about. We've seen families that seek for support and they are not providing that support. So how much more when they are now taking children when it is not necessary? It should be a last resort. Going to care system should be a last resort. Should be a last resort. And majority of this issue comes from school. Over 63% of referrals are from school. And that is why you need to be out there. How many of you are parent governor of the school your children are attending? How many of you? How many of you know your community? How many of you know your political leaders? Don't just be rushing after shift. Don't let shift away and take away your joy. You can't buy children at anything. Look at how they are trading. Overspending £9 million. when they are taking children when it is not necessary. Look at the report. Some families find themselves subject to statutory child protection planning when it is not needed. And this is the same local authority that are going bankrupt now. They are crying, going bankrupt. They are in recession now, yet they are taking children unnecessarily. SS, yeah, Hertfordshire, Bedfordshire, Aberdeen, Bedford, Derby, Aberdeen. Definitely we are coming over there. But please make sure you go through all the area I've talked about before, and we'll be able to come back to you. Like we said, tomorrow, Sunday, you can meet us on TikTok, Save the Woman TikTok, where we are going to dance away sorrow, and we are going to have refreshing of brain and mind. And if there are questions we are unable to answer here, you can bring it on there. And we'll also be doing giveaway on our TikTok tomorrow. We'll be doing giveaway on our TikTok tomorrow. It's just a kind of having a good atmosphere to begin a new week. Lastly, your children are on holiday. Midterm now. Be prepared for lots of things that will be happening when they resume. Did you take them out? How did you spend your holiday? These are the questions that will be rolling in school. Back to school. So for today, we say thank you to all of you. Thank you. Continue sharing this. Continue to let your loved one know about Save the Woman. If you want to be an ambassador, an advocate, ambassador, please let us know. Reach out to us. We are also enlightening, empowering, and building more armies to support this work. We need your support. We need your funding. We need your finance. We are independent. We don't have any funding from anyone. So invest, pay your tithe. Once again, thank you for joining. Head official, can you say bye to our followers, our loved ones out there? And we call it for today. So
Once
we'll be
again, we
letting
want
you
to
know
thank
which local authority on Saturday soon. Go ahead.
Once again, I would like to say thank you, everybody, for coming today. I cannot thank you all enough because your time is so precious. And thank you. On behalf of Save the Woman, we say thank you. And have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the rest of the day. God bless. Bye.